Join us in this video as we go on an exciting journey through some of the 10 most impressive ancient wonders you should see. The magnificent Egyptian pyramids, down to the breathtakingly beautiful Machu Picchu, are iconic landmarks that will surely blow your mind. Here at Unveil the Facts HQ, we dive deep right into the mystery and history of these incredible sites. So get ready to view some of the awe-inspiring architectural marvels of the ancient world. You would surely not like to miss this pictorial journey down the corridors of time. Let's go on a fascinating journey. 1. Great Wall of China, China. The sight of a building being torn down or renovated is a common one in any big city, and we've become all too accustomed to seeing homes and businesses torn apart by the elements, from hurricanes to tornadoes. Yet some of the most impressive structures in the world have remained standing for hundreds and even thousands of years. In the following pages, explore some of mankind's greatest architectural wonders that have withstood the test of time and can still be visited today. The Great Wall of China is such an enormous structure it can be seen from space and stretches across the country for such great distances that the Chinese government recently discovered the wall is thousands of miles longer than previously believed. Built and expanded on from the 3rd century BC until the 17th century AD, the Great Wall of China is an extensive defense project that crosses 13,170 miles of China's former borders. According to UNESCO, the wall shows the clash between agricultural and nomadic civilizations and demonstrates the excellence of ancient empires' military architecture. 2. Great Pyramid of Giza, Egypt. Built 4,500 years ago, the Great Pyramid of Giza is a marvel of engineering that continues to perplex scholars and archaeologists. The pyramid, which was commissioned by King Khufu as a funerary monument around 2550 BC, took less than 30 years to build, despite requiring about 2 million blocks of limestone that each weighed around 2.5 tons, says PBS. It is still the largest and most accurately built stone monument on Earth, rising at a constant angle of 52 degrees to a height of about 450 feet. The largest pyramid is accompanied by 2 smaller ones and a statue of the Sphinx, a mythical creature that's part woman, part lion. According to UNESCO, the pyramid was a symbol of the sun and the sun god, Ra, and pharaohs were buried in these massive tombs in order to help them reach the afterlife. There is currently a travel warning issued by the U.S. Department of State against traveling to Egypt because of continued social and political unrest. But if you journey to the country in the future, be sure to visit the Great Pyramids. 3. Hagia Sophia, Turkey. The Hagia Sophia, one of Turkey's most marvelous works of architecture, has undergone a number of transformations since it was first built 1,400 years ago. It began as a cathedral in the capital of the Byzantine Empire, Constantinople, became a mosque when Constantinople fell to the Ottoman Empire in 1453, and was finally converted into a museum by the Turkish government in 1943. The upheaval reflected in its history is also a part of its origin, since the cathedral was built on the site of a church that had been burned down during riots. Despite how long it has survived, and the numerous cultures that have repurposed the Hagia Sophia and made it their own, the great cathedral mosque is at risk from earthquakes and neglect. To see the Hagia Sophia while it's still standing as a cherished relic and symbol to various religious communities, head to Istanbul and check the museum's website for the hours the Hagia Sophia is open. 4. Taj Mahal, India. The Taj Mahal is completed in 1643. The mausoleum was built by the Mughal Emperor Shah Jahan in memory of his third wife, Mumtaz Mahal, who is buried there alongside Jahan. Considered the greatest architectural achievement in the whole range of Indo-Islamic architecture, the Taj Mahal is a beautiful and popular destination for tourists visiting India. Built from 1632 AD till 1648 AD, the white marble monument was commissioned by Emperor Shah Jahan for his wife after her death. The 145-foot-tall marble mausoleum is the best-known structure of the Taj Mahal, but the complex actually includes a red guesthouse, a mosque, and beautiful gardens. For all that the Taj Mahal has remained the jewel of India, the environmental problems in Agra and other surrounding cities have been causing continuous damage to the complex's beauty. For example, methane gas yellowing the marble, reported Smithsonian Magazine. 5. Stonehenge, England. On the surface, a concentric collection of large stones may seem less impressive than the Great Pyramid or the Taj Mahal. But Stonehenge is considered one of the most impressive megalithic monuments in the world, and with good reason. The stones are up to 30 feet tall and weigh as much as 25 tons, yet somehow they were arranged in a specific formation 5,000 years ago, long before modern tools could have assisted the builders in erecting the menhirs. According to UNESCO, Stonehenge was built with unique engineering, including interlocking joints, and uses two different kinds of stones that might have been transported from great distances, as far as 240 kilometers or 150 miles away. What makes Stonehenge an even more interesting monument is the enduring mystery concerning why it was built. Some scientists have speculated that the rocks are burial monuments, since burial goods have been found, and others say the site is a symbolic unification of Britain, since it would have required many workers. More recently, archaeologists were able to confirm that the monument was built along a landform from the Ice Age that aligned with the solstice axis. 6. Colosseum, Rome. The Colosseum has been standing for nearly 2,000 years, and while time and fires and earthquakes have taken a toll on the huge amphitheater, it remains a remarkable structure and a reminder of the great Roman Empire. Built in 80 AD, the Colosseum was used to stage a variety of shows for the citizens of Rome. According to the BBC, around 50,000 spectators could crowd into the amphitheater at one time and were seated based on social class, with the highest class sitting in the shade while everyone else sweated in the sun and sat far from the arena. The Colosseum was regularly used to show gladiators fighting against each other or against animals. The animals were raised into the stadium from below using hand-operated lifts. But perhaps the most spectacular of shows were the naumachia, when the arena was filled with water and real warships that reenacted naval battles for the audience. Tourists wanting to visit the ruins of the Colosseum in Rome can find a guide or buy tickets to get inside, but they won't be able to drive by the site anymore. 7. Ely Cathedral, England. For over 1,000 years, Ely Cathedral has been a home to Christian worshippers in Cambridgeshire, England. Founded by Etheldreda, the daughter of the King of East Anglia, the cathedral was built around 673 AD and later sacked by the Danes, but restored in 970 to become the richest abbey in England, except for Glastonbury. The large cathedral displays a number of architectural styles, but one of the most magnificent aspects of the building is the octagonal lantern, which replaced the Romanesque crossing tower in 1322. Made of timber and supported by 8 stone piers, the octagon was built by the king's own carpenter, William Hurley. Visitors coming to the cathedral can still attend worship services throughout the year. The cathedral was particularly exceptional during June 2013, when it hosted the Ely Cathedral Flower Festival, complete with 75 displays and a life-size throne of flowers. 8. Machu Picchu, Peru. Stretching across 80,000 acres in the Peruvian mountains, Machu Picchu is a magnificent creation of the Incan Empire. The city was built around 500 years ago, when the Inca had no steel, iron, or wheels. Yet examples of the Inca's mastery of engineering is apparent in the terraced farming plots, ramps, and walls that blend seamlessly into the mountainside. Scientists have uncovered a number of individual sections among the ruins, including a quarter for farmers, an industrial quarter, a royal quarter, and a religious quarter. Another unusual feature of Machu Picchu is a giant stone on a raised platform that towers over the plaza, which may have helped the Inca make astronomical observations. For those interested in ruins and the history of the Incan Empire, Machu Picchu can be visited from Cusco, Peru. 9. Leaning Tower of Pisa, Italy. Built over the course of several hundred years, the Leaning Tower of Pisa in Italy caught its reputation for appearing less than stable almost immediately after being built. The reason for the bell tower's instability lies in geology. The terrain the tower was built on is a soft mixture of clay, shells, and fine sand, meaning when the builders first started on its construction, they found the first third was already tilting 0.2 degrees, says the University of Houston. As the tower moved toward completion, it tilted even more, despite the builders' attempts to correct the tilt by adding different numbers of steps on each side. Over the centuries, it tilted up to 5.5 degrees, which should have sent the tower tumbling over, reported Live Science. But restoration work restored the tower's stability at the turn of the 21st century. 10. Salah al-Din Citadel, Egypt. Located in the southern part of Cairo, this military defense complex was built in the late 1100s by Salah al-Din, one of the main opponents of the Christian Crusaders. The fortress houses 3 mosques, including the massive Muhammad Ali Mosque, as well as a military museum and a garden museum. According to the fort's website, the citadel also contains the Gauhara Palace, which was built in 1814 and is named for Muhammad Ali's last wife. The citadel protected Egypt's Muslim rulers for 700 years, says Lonely Planet, and is built on a limestone spur, providing a view of sprawling Cairo. Thank you for joining us in this journey of 10 impressive ancient wonders you must see. We do hope you enjoyed exploring these impressive landmarks as much as we did. If you found the video interesting, please do like it and hit the subscribe button to explore more info from Unveil the Facts HQ. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear about which ancient wonder amazed you the most. Stay tuned for more exciting discoveries from around the world. Until next time, keep exploring.